This is how to connect your motorized screens to the Bond Hub. First, download the free Bond Home app. Once downloaded, you can connect your Bond Bridge to your app by clicking the plus button. Select the Bond Bridge or Bond Bridge Pro. Plug in your Bond Bridge to an outlet not far from your screens. After about a minute or so of being turned on, your Bond Bridge should have a flashing green light, shown here. If the light is green, click Continue. Make sure you're sharing your phone's location with the Bond Bridge app by requesting permission. Click Settings. Scroll down to the Bond app. At the top, share location and camera. Now go back to the Bond app. Now that you've shared your location and camera, you can scan the QR code on the back of your Bond Bridge. It will load for a second, and you may need to do a software update. They update the software regularly, so you will likely have to do that. It takes about a minute. Once that's done, you will now join the Bond configuration Wi-Fi. It doesn't always say unable to join. In this case, it did. I open up my Wi-Fi settings and click Bond Config Wi-Fi and get it to connect. Back to the Bond app. Now that it's connected to the configuration Wi-Fi, you will name your Bond Bridge. You select the location it is. I named this Bond Hub. For the room, I select Patio. The region is United States. Click Continue. That Bond config Wi-Fi is just getting the app connected to your Bond Bridge. Now you're going to have it actually connect to your home Wi-Fi. Select your Wi-Fi, enter your password, OK. Once that is done loading, you have successfully configured your Bond Bridge to your home Wi-Fi. Now we can add your screens to this Bond Bridge. Click the plus sign to add a new device. Select those three dots, add new device. Shades, roof, screens, and awnings. Please confirm with Custom Patio Solutions what brand of motor you have. Select that motor brand. Click Start. Just like when we named the Bond Bridge, we're going to name this device. We recommend numbering your screens left to right. So screen 1 would be on the left. Location patio. Subtype would be outdoor screen. The default is roller shade. You need to switch it to outdoor screen. Click Continue. Now grab the remote control that you operate your screens with manually. Select the appropriate channel, and then depending on which brand of motor you have, you will hold the pairing button until the motor jogs. If your shade moved, click Yes. Now press the pairing button on your phone. If the shade moves, select Yes. Test the controls by using the app to fully close and fully open your screen. Now you can set up a slider control instead of having to press up or down and waiting to stop the screen when it gets to a specific spot. You calibrate that by timing the amount of time it takes to go from fully down to fully raised up. Once the slider is set, you have successfully configured that device to the Bond Bridge, and you can repeat these steps with any remaining screens that you have. You can operate all the screens at once by selecting Groups at the bottom. Select Shade. Select All. Continue. You can give this group a name. And now you have completed configuration of your Bond Bridge to all of your patio screens. If this video was helpful, you can help us by Googling Custom Patio Solutions and leaving us a 5-star review.